Everyone tells you to watch out for postpartum depression, the sadness, the crying, the feeling of being underwater, but nobody tells you it can look like something else entirely. Sudden anger at your partner, at your baby, at your own life, anger so big that it scares you. And right after it, shame. Because a new mom is supposed to feel love, not rage. If that's you, I want you to hear this clearly. This has a name too, and it does not mean that something is wrong with you as a mother. Hi, I'm Dr. Sheila. I'm a licensed clinical social worker with a doctorate in psychology, and I'm also a mom. This channel is for moms over 30 who want real answers explained in plain English. Today, we're talking about postpartum rage, what it is, how it's different from postpartum depression, and from the mom rage that we've already talked about before on this channel, why it happens during the postpartum window specifically, and what real support looks like. And just like always, this video is educational and not for diagnosis. If anything here feels too urgent, please reach out to a professional because you deserve real support. Let's start with the basics. Postpartum depression is widely talked about. Sadness, low energy, feeling disconnected from the baby. Postpartum rage is different. And it doesn't always come with depression. Sometimes it shows up alone. Instead of sadness, the main feeling is anger. Sudden, intense, and often aimed at the people closest to you, your partner, your other kids, and sometimes the baby. It's not the same as everyday frustration. It feels bigger than the moment. It often comes with intense guilt right afterwards. Now, if you watched the video on mom rage, you might be wondering, well, isn't this the same thing? Not exactly. Mom rage can happen at any point in motherhood. It builds from the cumulative load of caregiving. The noise, the interruptions, the mental load, filling up the cup we talked about in that video. Postpartum rage is specific to the weeks and months after giving birth. It's driven by something different, a hormonal shift that is dramatic and sudden, combined with extreme sleep deprivation, combined with the enormous adjustment of early motherhood. Mom rage is often situational. Postpartum rage can show up even when nothing is going wrong. It can show up out of nowhere. And that's the part that makes it so disorienting. Right after birth, your hormone levels, especially estrogen and progesterone, drop fast, faster than almost any other hormonal shift in a woman's life. That drop affects mood regulation. It makes anger sit much closer to the surface than it normally would. Add in something new moms are dealing with constantly. Severe deprivation. Sleep loss alone is known to increase irritability and anger in anyone, regardless of whether they just had a baby. Now put both of those together. With the total identity shift we talked about in matricins, and you have a nervous system that is overloaded in a way that's almost impossible to overstate. It is not a character flaw. This is biology and exhaustion colliding at the hardest possible time. I want to pause here a moment. If anything in this video feels familiar to you, I want you to know that it's okay to say so. You can drop a comment below if you like. Even just writing, I felt this, can be a relief for you or for someone else reading it. I read every comment on this channel, and I know how much it can help to feel less alone in this. Okay, let's talk about how to know if it's time to get support and what support actually looks like. Here are some signs that tells you that it's time to reach out for support. 1, the anger feels bigger than what's actually happening. It's intense, fast, and hard to talk yourself down from. 2, it's happening often, not just once in a hard moment, a pattern, not a single bad day. 3, you feel disconnected from yourself afterwards, like you don't recognize the person who just reacted that way. 4, you've had scary thoughts that frighten you, thoughts about harm, even ones you would never act on. If this applies to you, please reach out to a professional right away. Having a thought like that does not make you dangerous. It means you deserve support immediately. If any of this sounds like you, please talk to your doctor or a mental health professional who specializes in postpartum care. This is a medical issue, not a personal failure. So here's the good news. Postpartum rage is treatable. It is really treatable. It can look like real practical help, maybe more sleep, more support, fewer things on your plate. Because this isn't just psychological, it's also about what's actually being asked of your body in this season. You don't have to wait until it feels unbearable to ask for help. You're allowed to ask for support when you can still function, and especially then. I want you to hear me say this directly. This is not who you are. This is what your body and brain are going through in one of the hardest transitions a person can experience. And it is treatable. You don't have to carry this alone. If this video helped you understand what you've been feeling, then please share it. There's a mom out there right now feeling ashamed of something that has a name.